Welcome to Martinis with Nick. I'm Philadelphia playwright Nicholas Wardigo, and today I am making some squash ravioli for my special guest, Amanda Schoonover. Amanda Schoonover is a 6-time Barrymore Award nominee, winning 2 awards for her work as Dottie in Theatre Exile's Killer Joe, and receiving a special award for her work in Pig Iron's Pay Up. Regionally, she's worked with Arden Theatre Company, Bazooka Theatre, People's Light and Theatre Company, Theatre Horizon, Bristol Riverside Theatre, New City Stage Company, and Lantern Theatre. On television, she acted opposite Alicia Rashad in the NBC show Do No Harm, and today, she's stuffing herself with ravioli. Stay tuned. Thank you very much for visiting me in my home. I very much appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, going around being crazy Philadelphia's sweetheart, crazy actress, making goo-goo eyes with strangers on the street.
A friend of mine once told me this, that I might have trouble working in bigger theaters because I'm edgy. I don't even know what the hell that means. You know, I'm not sure what that means, but I think, you know, there's part of me that wants to be like, well, that is something I can do, but I can also do these other things, and you just have to, like, trust me and let me do it.
Sure.
And, you know.
And you're reasonably sure that when they call you edgy, they're not really just talking about your emotional volatility?
They could be.
I mean, right now, I'm to be perfectly frank, I'm a little cautious right now. Know why I didn't flinch?
You did a little bit. I saw a little terror in your. Is it because you're drunk?
No, no. It's because I feel if I show fear, you'll tear out my larynx. I didn't realize that you worked for M. Night Shyamalan in Lady in the Water.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get M. Night Shyamalan to notice you?
I auditioned.
You didn't have a line. You just screamed in the background.
Squealed.
Squealed. I'm sorry. You squealed.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. There were 3 of us that they were like, every actress loves this. Like, we're not sure which one of you we want, so they kept us around on set and not really much part of the action. And then he was going to decide. I mean, imagine this. And these other 2 girls were my friends, and it was just such an awkward situation. And about a week into filming, they decided against the role altogether. So we had just been hanging out, doing nothing, getting paid, which was great.
So you're not in the final cut?
I don't think so.
But the only way they can possibly coordinate an attack is by cutting symbols into cornfields.
Yeah, you would think they would have better technology than that.
You think they'd have maps, like, on computers?
Or like walkie-talkies.
Or just, yeah. Say, okay, I'm going to land here.
You just text somebody.
Right.
Meet me at this coordinate.
But allegedly they land there, they say, okay, they send scouts who are like, okay, this is great place to invade. But now let's cut this huge, weird symbol.
So everyone knows we're coming.
And even that, it's a very impermanent symbol. I mean, it's in corn. Always waiting for that little Shyamalan twist.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, well, it can't possibly be aliens, because aliens wouldn't do this.
He's never going to hire me again after this.
You didn't squeal properly?
No, I mean after us, like, bashing this movie.
Oh! I'm only bashing because I love him. I love M. Night Shyamalan. And, you know, if you ever wanted me to, like, look at one of his scripts, I would love to do that. I really feel...
I feel confident that you're going to get a phone call.
Alright, fine. So you did a commercial about insurance fraud for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, which is incidentally very findable on YouTube. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I did not.
Yeah, yeah. I was wondering if you'd be interested in recreating the scene and also enacting my fixes to it. Is that something that, are you comfortable like doing a quick little acting gig on camera? We can hire you. A background check.
I should tell you, there's something on my record. I got mixed up in a mattress tag ripping scheme. We lied to the mattress company about the tags just falling off. It's over with now.
But you were convicted?
I paid a fine and had to hot glue all the tags back. There's something on my record. I got mixed up in training toucans to smuggle blow. We lied to the toucan breeders about being circus performers. It's over with now.
But you were convicted?
I paid a fine and had to return the toucans. There's something on my record. I baked a big cookie, but then I eated it all. Who wrote this shit? We lied to the cookie police and they asked, who eated the cookie? It's over with now.
But you're convicted?
I went to cookie jail and eated nothing but Brussels sprouts. I should tell you, there's something on my record. I got mixed up in being all about that bass with comparatively little trouble.
It's not like you went around telling everybody, I'm like saving people from insurance fraud.
No.
I'm watching SNL. I'm watching,
I think that might be...
Horatio Sanz doing his thing, and bam, there you are.
I think that might be one of my biggest problems is that I don't go around being like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I probably should do that more.
I'm just going to say, as a student of your problems, it probably isn't one of your biggest ones. If Alicia Rashad contacted you to perform anything with her, what would you choose?
Oh. Wow. I think the first thing that came to mind was Night Mother. I think that'd be kind of interesting to do with her.
Oh my God, the Pulitzer.
Marcia
Norman. Right. Right. I was actually just about to say the ending, and I'm not going to.
No, but that's the first thing that came to mind.
Right. Mom and daughter.
Yeah.
It's a two-hander, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How awesome would that be?
That would be actually really good. We're talking a little bit about how you broke the internet.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian's got nothing on me.
Is that right?
I broke that shit before her. My ass broke the internet before her.
I actually don't know a hell of a lot about it, to be honest with you, because I'm not on Facebook, because, you know, I'm not a 13-year-old trying to get laid. We put up photos, cool photos.
I thought so, yeah.
Which, if you end up giving me permission, I could probably insert in here.
Oh yeah, I mean they're in the public now anyway. If you do use them, you know, I would like Kate Rains is the name of the woman who took the photos, and she's an amazing photographer. But the whole idea behind them was just really because I was scared about turning 40 and wanting to feel beautiful and sexy and still showing this sort of playful and like some of them are really silly. They're really tongue-in-cheek and silly, and that I think was lost on some people. But luckily, the other great thing about turning 40 is that you're like, I don't actually give a fuck what you think. I did these because I wanted to do them, and I thought they were really fun. And Kate and I had a blast doing them. Halfway through the project, I posted a photograph of myself, which is the one that someone must have flagged as being obscene. So it was a photograph of me from the back, and all I was wearing was a hairpiece. And it's this beautiful image where my arms are stretched up, and it's this really beautiful image.
We can put it up. Right now, I would guess, I'll put any amount of money right now that we're fading out into it.
Into my butt.
And fading right back.
Great.
Okay.
And you can do that. Like, please use the non-edited one because it's beautiful. And I thought it was interesting that a couple of weeks before, I had put a photograph of myself, covered in blood, holding the severed head of a woman. Maureen Persney Weir's head.
Oh my gosh.
And not one single
Sure.
person flagged it as being obscene. And I wondered why. Like, is it because it was clear violence against another woman and that's okay? But somehow this image that was very powerful and beautiful, I almost looked like a phoenix in the photograph. That this was considered obscene. And why? It must have made people feel a certain way.
If I had to guess, I would say it was because your butt is seen as extreme violence against other women. Monsters that can smell your fear. It's the only way you can see.
I'd rather talk about David Lynch if we're going to talk about film directors. Can we talk about David Lynch?
Did you work for David Lynch? Did you work for David Lynch?
Did
you work for David Lynch?
No, I'm going to say something clever. I'm going to say something clever. I'd give my right arm to work with David Lynch. See what I did there? I love David Lynch.
You're an awful human being.
I am a horrible human being.
Why does most theater suck?
Most theater sucks because people have stopped taking risks in theater. I think it's a blessing and a curse, the idea of having subscribers, right? Like, you can see why it's a benefit, but I can also see why it's a problem. Because you then feel that you have to appease those subscribers, you have to appeal to them, and I think that causes companies to feel like they cannot take the kinds of risks that maybe they wanted, that they wish they could. Theater has to be a living, breathing, ever-changing thing, and I'm so sick and tired of people doing the same 5 Shakespeare plays over and over and over and over, and not giving those spots to new plays. It really gets under my skin.
It gets under my skin too, but that's mostly because I'm trying to sell these damn things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and you and so many other people, and
8. It's really only 8.
it's really only
Yeah.
only 8.
So thanks for tuning in to Martinis with Nick. Thanks again to my very, very special guest, Amanda Schoonover. And hope to see you again for the next episode. And stay tuned after the credits to see Amanda Schoonover's hidden talent.